Welcome to Spotlight Torrance, where we're exploring your city. I'm your host, Julie Chan. I'm here today at the Torrance Farmers Market doing a little shopping and meeting some people to find out what they're thankful for this holiday season.
Happy Thanksgiving!
I have found one of the farmers. I think you're a scarecrow today.
I'm a scarecrow.
I'm with David Shaner. David, tell me what it's like being a farmer at the farmers market.
Well, it's very gratifying. The produce that we grow is seasonal, so it changes throughout the year. We grow really good stuff, and people really appreciate the fine product that we bring here to the market. And it's very nice because there's so many people that come to this market and appreciate the things that we grow.
Now, you must go to a lot of farmers markets. What are you especially thankful for here in Torrance at this one?
Well, for being on a Tuesday, it's a very busy market, very popular. Saturday, we also do it Saturday here in Torrance, but for a Tuesday, it's an amazing market. Really, we have really good people that support us.
Great. Now, are you involved in any charity, either with your business or on your own?
Staley Farms Organics does support various charities. Specifically, there's one coming up on Thanksgiving Day that's called the Turkey Trot, and we supply all the oranges for all of the people running in the race.
Wow, so you really support right here in Torrance.
Yes.
How long have you been supplying to this farmers market?
My cousins own the business, and they've been coming here since the beginning of the market, probably 23 or 25 years. And I had a vegetable stand that I closed down a few years ago, so I've been working for them here at this market for 5 years.
Now, are you also involved with Food Forward?
Yes, they come to our markets at the end of the day, and they give us a box that a lot of times our produce is still very good and you can use it, but once it gets back to the farm, it kind of suffers a little bit on the truck on the way home. So we share that with Food Forward, and they really, really like it.
So how does that work? Like, do you give them all of your leftover?
No,
from the day?
I just decide what I know that some of the stuff I can sell again the next day, but some of it's even though it's really good, it doesn't look very good the next day. So and I just give them whatever I have plenty of.
That's wonderful. Well, we're going to go to Laura Fong, who got to meet up with the folks at Food Forward and find out what that's all about.
A bright and sunny Saturday afternoon at the Torrance Farmers Market reminds the hundreds of residents shopping for the perfect produce why they're thankful to live in Southern California.
I'm thankful for so many things. It's like, what are you not thankful for? First of all, living in Southern California with the beautiful weather.
I love coming here, and the farmers and the vendors are just fabulous.
There are plenty of fresh fruits and veggies here to choose from, but unfortunately not everyone has enough food at home. Feeding America estimates 1 in 6 people in the U.S. struggle with food insecurity, meaning they don't always have enough to eat.
I've been in other parts of the world where there's people without food, that it's very visible, and I remember traveling when I was young and seeing that, and it's very heart-wrenching to be face-to-face with that.
With so many families in need this holiday season, it's organizations like Food Forward that make this community special.
It's really a tragedy because, it's not that one of the biggest issues with our food system is not that there's not enough of it. It's really a matter of the distribution.
Sarah Natalini is with Food Forward, who helps farmers give back by providing them with boxes to fill with unsold produce and donations.
We couldn't do this without them, obviously, so we're very grateful.
The team of volunteers, or gleaners as they're called, collected 462 pounds of fresh food today, which can make about 670 meals for individuals and families in need.
They're angels in human skin. That's a wonderful endeavor, and I certainly applaud them, and we're lucky to have people like that have compassion and heart.
Community groups that do that are fantastic, and any way possible, I think that's the way to do it, and whoever thinks of that or organizes it, they are angels, because that needs to be done.
Food Forward is making a big impact in our community, and the residents are thankful for the organization and the volunteers for their hard work. For Spotlight Torrance, I'm Laura Fong.
Thanks, Laura. Now I'm joined by Veronica Salinas. Veronica, tell me, what are you thankful for during this time?
The time that I get to spend with my kids and just that we're healthy.
Have you ever heard of the turkey trot?
Yes. We're hoping to do it this year.
Good. Have you ever done it before?
No, this is going to be our first time. We want to make it a family tradition so we can get up and out in the morning and, just keep busy. Be fun.
Good. Now, are you going to have all your kids participate?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Wow. And is your husband going to participate as well?
Oh, he better. He's going to have to help with them.
So tell me, have you been training for this turkey trot?
Just chasing the kids around. That's about as much training as I can get, but no.
Well, that's great. Well, this year celebrates their 35 years of the turkey trot, and we're going to find out how this tradition began and who started it. Let's go check it out. For Forrest Hunt, it's been 35 years of thankfulness as he carries out the mission of a friend and colleague of the Torrance Community Services Department.
He had the idea of an event on Thanksgiving morning where people would come out and exercise before they went for their family feast.
Harry Sutter passed away in 1978 of a brain tumor, but his memory lives on through the Torrance Turkey Trot, as it's become a local tradition for many in the community. Linda Barker was introduced to the event over 20 years ago and comes every year.
It's too much fun. The crowd is amazing. There's always some great people running around out here in turkey outfits.
According to Hunt, who begins planning on July 1st each year, an official turkey mascot participates in the 3-mile fun run and cheers everyone on.
The run started really with only 300 runners, and now we have more than 4,000 runners out here, runners and walkers. And the fact that we do the spectacular prize drawing after the run makes it a great event.
With over 125 prizes in the raffle drawing, participants race to the finish line to find out if they win anything, especially one of the 10 mountain bikes. It's also an opportunity for participants to give.
That's a great way to raise some food and things for the needy families for the holidays.
Canned foods are collected for a special Thanksgiving food drive and distributed throughout the South Bay.
I do it for the City of Torrance, for the Community Services Department, but I also, my own family, participates and has been participating all that time. My kids from when they were, 4, 5, 6 years old, out here running and helping me out. It's a pleasure to see that you can do something that people appreciate and go away with such a great feeling after the event.
I'm standing here in the parking lot of Sam's Club, where the annual turkey trot begins and ends. With more than 40 sponsors and 15 booths planned, the event is sure to offer a good workout to kick off an evening of Thanksgiving.
We have a few families that have 5 generations, actually. They have grandparents who lots of times end up pushing the grandkids, but we have great-grandparents, grandparents, parents, children, and grandchildren. One family actually has 24 or 25 family members involved in the run. Just super.
Just a good way to start the day. Earn our extra piece of pie.
Well, hope to see you at the Turkey Trot bright and early on Thanksgiving morning. And now I'm joined by Marianne Power. Marianne, what are you thankful for during this season?
Oh, my family, my children, my grandchildren, my friends, living in Torrance, which is just about the best place to live.
Now tell me, have you ever been to the Madrone Marsh?
I have. I used to belong to a painting group, and we used to go once every 6 or so months and paint in the different seasons. It's an interesting place to go, and I think if you live in Torrance, you really ought to make a little trip there.
Well, the Madrone Marsh recently held Make a Difference Day. Let's go over and find out what they did.
Nestled in the heart of Torrance is the Madrone Marsh Preserve, which has a special place in City Councilman Kurt Wiedemann's heart.
I've lived in Torrance since 1956, and actually I met my wife on that corner over there. She was selling donuts one day, and I stopped by.
With the Madrone Marsh at the center of his love story, he was one of dozens of volunteers to wake up bright and early for National Make a Difference Day.
60, 70 volunteers out here doing rehabilitation on the marsh and also planting new vegetation.
This is the 18th year Torrance has participated in the national event, which is the largest single day of volunteering in the country. The day is rooted in the simple idea of taking one day out of the year to help others and make a difference in the community. Volunteers broke a sweat to maintain the natural preserve by pulling out some weeds and carefully putting in some 250 new plants. And while this isn't Councilman Wiedemann's first Make a Difference Day, he's happy to see some young new faces here volunteering.
I'm proud of them. I'm just an old graybeard. I do the best I can, but to see the future still involved, it brings great gladness to my heart.
For Spotlight Torrance, I'm Laura Fong.
The Madrone Marsh is definitely a great place we have right here in Torrance. And now I'm joined by Noelle Chaco. Noelle, tell me what you're thankful for in this community.
In this community, I'm thankful for the people here, the environment, the parks that we get to play at.
Now there are quite a few parks here in Torrance. About how many of them have you been to?
I've been to probably about 4. Yeah, I like this one. It's really big. Lots of things to do here.
And what do you usually do in the park when you're here?
I do a free fit camp on Tuesday mornings at 9, and I teach yoga on Monday mornings at 6:30 a.m. That one is a donation-based class, so it's nice to have a place to go to where people can come to. You see, we have the farmers market here, so that's really nice, and to come after a workout and buy some fresh organic stuff, it's really nice.
Well, now have you been over to Pueblo Park lately?
I haven't.
Well, Pueblo Park is getting revamped, and so that's probably a good thing that you haven't been there, because they are going through an overhaul, and we're going to go over and check out what's happening there, get a little sneak peek, and it will be opening in December, so you'll want to check it out too. Residents on Del Amo Boulevard are feeling thankful for what's to come in their neighborhood this holiday season.
It's better than what we had before, an empty lot. Something's better than nothing. And so far, it looks like it's coming out pretty good.
The land adjacent to Pueblo Park was once owned by the Archdiocese. The city of Torrance bought the property for $300,000 in 2000. Grants from the County of Los Angeles and ExxonMobil helped move construction forward to include a new bathroom, play structure, swings, and a large open area.
An open grass area was really, really important to most of the residents. And then also they wanted a walking path where they could, walk around the park and, if you're retired and you do fitness laps around the park and whatnot, that was very important to them as well. And then also having nice landscaping and some shade trees around to be able to read a book. The excitement from the kids about the park. They actually have shown up in a couple of our meetings and really have given us a lot of direction on what they would like to see in their own park. And we've held a pick your park type of day where we had them evaluate which amenities are important to them.
Planning has been in process for the past few years. Besides the park, new sidewalks and other factors were also considered. Here on Del Amo Boulevard, the new traffic light was installed in conjunction with the new park for the safety of the 1,100 neighbors on this street.
It's great that we do have one if they decide to use it.
The pylons are there be beautiful because of the trees.
Neighbors like Joe are also grateful for the new landscape coming to their street, and city officials are happy to bring more community areas for residents.
The residents here use this park every day. We have people playing on the play equipment, the basketball court's used a lot, and we have a new park space opening up that is going to double or triple their active play space here at the park.
With construction underway since August, Pueblo Park is set for a grand reopening on Saturday, December 13th at 10 a.m. Neighbors are feeling grateful as they anticipate the new park.
It's going to impact the neighborhood quite a bit because it's a little walk around, a little get together, and the children could go in the swings while the parents could sit on the benches and look at them. So I think it'll work. It'll benefit the city of Torrance and us.
Well, as you can see, there's so much to be grateful for right here in this city. Thanks for joining us on Spotlight Torrance. I'm Julie Chan, and we'll see you next time.